Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Miami Tennessee Titans. On the visitor's sideline, Mike McDaniel, head coach of the Dolphins. He's got his guys in midseason form already, an impressive 3-0 start to the year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
It's a big number 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
All right, Brian, go, go, go. Ready.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
The Dolphins sit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up second down. You talk about this Titan defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
From the gun, it's Tua. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
All right, come on.
They'll go. Achane. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Miami.
Up the middle, Achane. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this one.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll try and do this himself. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Winston. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Ready.
Off the play fake, Ward. That's complete to DK. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 30.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 27.
Let's go.
To throw is Ward. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
3rd down.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Ward. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Taken in at the 22. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
47-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their 1st drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change, when all of a sudden you know it goes defensively.
First and 10 at the
Tua sets up to pass it. And that one drops down. Now a 2nd and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Tua going to run the sneak. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Achane. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Ready.
Tua on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
Come on.
The 12-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
To throw, here's Ward. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Contreras. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. This defense for the Dolphins, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
16.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
A give to Pollard running left. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive. Down the left sideline. And he gets this one down to the 24. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Dolphins.
Again, it's Achane. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5.
They're right here.
On the ground, it's Ollie Gordon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
44. Ready. Ready, team.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Go ahead. Ready, team. Ready.
Here's Tua. And he's got it. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Get set. Ready, team.
On 3rd down, Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
All right, come on.
Tua going to throw. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Now Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
They'll give this to Achane. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it closer, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And for one of the few times here today, he finds his man, complete. That's Contreras. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Option play. Here's Pollard. A solid stiff arm. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to these offenses, and typically one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Zach Wilson, 72 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Yes, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a 2nd and 2. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Titans
throwing now, Ward. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 3.
a 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Ward. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
It's a loss of 6.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd down and 10. Here's Ward. He'll try and do this himself. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay, ready?
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Going for it, here's Ward. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
from midfield now. Here's Wilson. Out route to Hill, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this will remain a one-touchdown
Okay, Brandon,
game.
thank you. This the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before byes kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin right here in the Sunshine State. It's the Bucs at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And this is Javonte Williams. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And this is the former UCLA Bruin, Zach Charbonnet. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Saints out in front, trying to win this one on the road. One more to show you. Let's go to Cleveland. It's the Browns taking on the Raiders. And it's the Browns QB. He's going to do it himself. Takes it into the end zone. 11-yard touchdown. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
First and 10 at the
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Now a 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Moore. Now he's going to step up and run. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Let's go now.
First and goal
18
at
Cardinal,
the
18
7-yard
Cardinal.
line.
Off play action, Ward. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Get it. Hey, hey.
Looking to throw. Moore. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Kenneth Grant in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down, 4th and goal.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
Here's Wilson to throw.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
And past the 30 down to about the 27.
145 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
The 27-yard line.
Well, they'll fake the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Wilson on the keeper.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call.
3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Lion.
Throwing is Wilson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Malik Washington,
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
and the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 9-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's good for a Titans first down.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
At the 46-yard line.
Pollard gets it on the option.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
45-yard line.
Operating from the gun.
Moore. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Moore. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
18 at the 42-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Ward. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
To the right side and intercepted. picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Wilson.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum and were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun again to Pollard.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The offense on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
To throw is Ward. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play action. It's Ward.
That's a fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up. There he goes, left side. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
looking to put a drive together. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up second. To throw, here's Ward. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ward drops this underneath for Pollard. And he's across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a screen now for Pollard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
That's good for a Titans first down.
Now again here to Pollard. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now the Michigan man, Khalil Mullins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Back to throw. Moore. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Achane here, they stay on the ground. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6. Wilson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. To throw is Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Now Ward. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ward. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Contreras. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run left with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Now Ward on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On the ground, Mullins. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
On the tackle. A loss of 2.
Throwing now, Ward. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
A 5-yard loss.
Here's Ward.
3rd down and goal.
And it'll be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wilson wants to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Again, it's Achane. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground. That last run going to move him over 200 yards rushing now in this game alone. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Wilson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Washington. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
22 more yards. That's another Dolphins first down. First and goal.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
From 5 yards further back, the extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Miami, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.